What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. Not really a while. I've got the Grand National Series videos uploading here, but it's been a while since we've seen this series, and unfortunately, I have some bad news. Um, due to all right, I'll give you the canon reason, and then I'll delve into why afterwards. But due to the fact that we are coming up to the end of 2009, which means we are running out of time, all series that have yet to finish their races have been not canceled, but we are ending the season here, so we can have enough time to prepare for the 2010 season. We do not want the '09 season to cross over into 2010. That would be really confusing. So we're running out of time, and we're just gonna have to go ahead and do it. So the series that have not yet completed their schedules are the Pro-Am National Series. So that series has been called early. We're about 3/4 of the way through the schedule, so that's really unfortunate. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it early here. Parker Kligerman is your 2009 Pro-Am National Series champion, with Justin Lofton second in points. Jorge Uriarte with a respectable P3. And the rest of the order goes on down, as you can see there. Really unfortunate. We hate to do it that way, but unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbled. I'll leave the standings up on screen. But yeah, that's just the way things fell into place. It's really unfortunate. You hate to see a season end prematurely this way, but that's just the way it had to be. So yeah, while we regret having to make this announcement, we are focused on making the 2010 season way better. Additionally, the MG Cup Series is also going to. We have a few more races that are in the archive, but the rest of the races after that haven't been run. So we'll be ending the season after race 20 on the year. That is at Watkins Glen, and drivers they did know that. They had the heads up before we got there, so aggression was a little bit higher towards the end of the year, and hopefully it made for some exciting racing. But yeah, we did unfortunately have to end the season prematurely for this season, the Pro-Am National and the MG Cup. Oh, excuse me, the MG Cup Series. We really hate to end the season prematurely, especially for our biggest series. But like I said, that's just the way the cookie crumbled. We couldn't really do anything about that, and it sucks for everyone involved. But we're gonna come back even better, even stronger next year. That's the canon reason. The actual true reason is basically, as you all know, I've been busy with college, and now it's summer break, so I'll have some time to record some videos. But I felt like I was just kind of rushing through the videos, and then after a while, with the '09 season just kind of dragging along, I completely lost all interest, all motivation, all inspiration to kind of keep doing it. And I don't want to give y'all something where I'm just kind of giving it a half effort. I want to give it full enthusiasm and full goodness, what's that word I'm looking for? Y'all know the word. But yeah, passion. That's what I'm looking for. I want to come off as genuine and passionate, because I am passionate about this. This is always going to be my passionate personal project, based on my passion, and that is calling races and doing sim stuff and messing around with the AI settings to see if I can perfect the racing at every track. This all just started off as me doing something different because, all my friends doing NR back in the day, they were doing their own things, and I would come up with suggestions, and they never really took them. And the one time they did take it was when I said change the draft distance down to 0 as a joke, and it became a wreck fest. And then yeah, so I kind of made it a mission upon myself to just fine. I'll put my ideas out there and do it on my own. And funny enough, I feel like I predicted a few things because I know I did the Clash at Bowman Gray a few years ago before NASCAR did it. I did the first race where I turned every track into a super speedway just about was Atlanta. in Atlanta got reconfigured into a super speedway, and I find it really cool that like some of my ideas have come to fruition in real life. Um, but yeah, this just became kind of a thing, and I know it wasn't really like it's not like NASCAR is looking at my channel and saying, "Oh, this looks like a good idea," but it's kind of funny how I feel like I kind of predicted things. But yeah, this is like a personal project for me. As you know, I attend college now, Belmont Abbey College, and I'm a motorsports management major. I'm going to be looking into potentially like doing the broadcast side of things. My professor is James Pike from the iRacing uh, eNASCAR College Series. Shout out James Pike. He's a commentator there, also an interviewer for the Cars Tour, or pit road reporter rather for the Cars Tour. And yeah, it's just really cool to be able to work with people that care about racing just as much as I do. And as a suggestion from Pike, he said, he likes what I'm doing, and he suggests that if I'm really serious about this, I should get started in some iRacing leagues. So that's what I'm planning on doing. That's where my attention will be. There will be channels for those iRacing leagues that I'll be calling, that I will create, and I'll link them to this channel as well. However, yeah, it's just a lot going on. So I haven't, it's been a lot of like really long hiatuses, and breaks, and I just don't like that. I want to have a consistent uploading schedule. So what I'm going to try to do over summer is get as many videos done as I can, while not losing my passion for this. So that means not like forcing myself through videos when I'm tired, or when I've done like 3 or 4 already and I just don't have the energy left. Because I feel like that translates through my voice, knowing that my voice is my voice is the identity. I rarely ever show my face on this channel. So yeah, the voice that you're hearing now is the identity of this channel. And yeah, so I just wanted to make this video real quick and put that out there, you guys. And another thing is just, I'm really thankful for everyone that's like common like comments and views my videos. Big shout out to my friends first off, that have like supported this over the years. Val, one of the big ones, been there from the start. Ella, LZ Morris, some of my friends that the drivers, the characters in this series. So Val Wolf, um, that's her alias on here. She's a pretty good friend. Ian Slager as well. Jorge Uriarte. Um, we don't talk about him, but Jeremiah Cook. Um, obviously we don't want to. I don't want to highlight. I want to separate the allegations. Well, not allegations, but I want to separate the situation from the Jerry that I knew beforehand. Um, I learned a lot from him in NR before everything happened, and just had known him for a long time. So, yeah, just shout out to him, I guess. In that light, that's as much as I speak on that. Shout out to Khalid Campbell. Talked to him for a short period on the Discord, but he seemed to really like my videos, so he got a quick season in the modifieds, as well as Paul Perricone in the Northern modifieds. And yeah, it's just everybody else. Brody Graham, I raced with him for a bit. For those that know that I raced in real life, I raced legend cars for a few years. And all those guys, as well as the commenters. John Rogan, #1 commenter on my channel for sure. Definitely like under just about every video, and I really appreciate that because oh, sorry. Yeah, I really appreciate that because like y'all don't have to comment on these videos, but the fact that y'all choose to, and like that tells me people are watching these videos. It really means a lot to me. I see Fried Chicken King commented on an old video of mine as well. Um, and then there were a few other people. I'm trying to see if I can find some of those comments now, but I don't have the YouTube Studio app on my phone, so it's a little more difficult. But the Fred Jones video, the one where Fred Jones had a big crash into the wall and things of that nature. Um, you know, I didn't expect that video to really do anything or take off the way that it did. It was just a funny me messing around on NR one day and had a crazy crash, and I wanted to share it on YouTube. And who knew it would tie into the lore of something much bigger? Because that had nothing to do with anything at all. It was just the Papyrus Racing number 86 car crashing. And a little while later, I decided to start MG Cup and put the rookie Chris Mack, my alias driver, in that car. Obviously, I would just go by CJ Allman, but I feel weird saying my own name um, in context like this. So yeah, that's why I came up with that. Didn't come up with the alias. That alias has been around for a while. For those of you that know, I used to play the WWE games all the time, and that was the name of my character. And I put him in the car, and I just kind of thought back to that video, and I was like, I could tie that into the lore of why Chris Mack is in his car and not Fred Jones. And that really just kind of spiraled into another like whole thing to where I really had to come up with Chris Mack lore. And yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a really fun journey over the years to see how many different changes and stuff I've made over the years to how I mess with the AI and how I want them to race. So I'm really appreciative and thankful to each and every one of you that watch these videos, and hope to see y'all next season for sure. Hope to see y'all there. But we'll be back better and stronger then. So see y'all there. Till then, peace.